Can anybody confirm that I'm audible properly?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. It is my request to all of you to have with a pen and paper, because today you have to solve one or two problems. So better to arrange it from the beginning. So screen is visible, I think. Everyone, are you getting the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So very good morning, all of you. It is already 9 past 34, so we should start the class now. So probably I have completed some methods under recurrence. If I'm not wrong, I completed my lecture, that is my last lecture, where we have discussed most probably the last method associated with recurrence under my assigned portion. That is most probably it was recursion tree, if I'm not wrong. Can anybody confirm that I have completed up to recursion tree?
Yes,
Is
sir.
it so?
Yes, sir.
So there we solved the problem regarding recursion in the form of a tree structure, and I told you that the tree structure does not mean always it is a binary tree. It may be a ternary tree, it may be a quaternary tree, whatever it is, but you have to construct a tree, you have to calculate the level, you have to calculate the cost per level, and finally you will get the cost of the given recurrence, and you have to express in terms of uh, using some notation that may be big theta, big O, whatever it is, and you can represent it. Okay. uh, so today I before initiation of today's class, so let me ask you that madam has started master's theorem or not? Madam has started master's theorem.
Sir, ma'am has finished master theorem.
Madam has finished master's theorem. So what madam is currently going through? Most probably divide and conquer strategy, if I'm not
Yes.
wrong.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so she has started discussing the analysis part of quick shot, mark shot, etc., etc. So divide and conquer strategy has already been started, so I won't go for it. So today it is an interesting part of algorithm analysis lecture. So all of you, are you ready to listen the lecture now?
Yes, sir.
Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All of you? What about the remaining? All of
Yes,
you
sir.
ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So shall we start now? Shall we
Yes,
Yes,
start
sir.
sir.
now? Okay, fine. Now listen very carefully. So whenever you are talking about analysis of algorithm or in general design and analysis of algorithm, your assignment is not only to design the algorithm but also to analyze it. Okay, unless and until you analyze the algorithm, it would be very difficult to say or conclude that your algorithm is working fine. Not only working fine, but also your algorithm is working better as compared to the others. Okay, so for an example, when quick shot and march shot was not introduced and bubble shot was introduced, then to the people, bubble shot was one of the most favorable sorting algorithms. Okay, but later on, when quick shot or march shot came into existence, people observed that the complexity value of bubble shot is order of n square, whereas complexity of quick shot is order of n log n. So comparing these two, people identified the second approach, which is n into log n, is far better as compared to n into n. N square means n into n. Here it is n multiply log of n. So this was accepted finally. So in this way, unless and until you analyze your proposal or your algorithm, you cannot conclude that your algorithm is working fine. Okay, not only working fine but also working better as compared to the previous or the existing methods. Okay, so that's why analysis part is important. So today we will discuss another algorithm design paradigm, and based on that we will give some examples. We will go for designing one algorithm also. Today our lecture is on greedy method. Our lecture is on greedy method. Okay, so it is one of the algorithm design paradigm. Like you already uh, you have already covered divide and conquer. And what was the method of divide and conquer? Divide and conquer method suggests you will be given a problem. Suppose the problem is P, and based on certain criteria associated, which also varies from problem to problem, you can divide it into sub problem. Okay, P1, P2, up to K number of sub problem, Pk. So you need to solve the sub problems which you have generated. Sometimes only one of the sub problem is taken, or sometimes all of the sub problems needs to be taken into account. So you have to calculate or you have to solve the sub problems, and suppose the solutions generated are S1, S2 up to S of k. Whenever you need to accumulate all the solutions of the sub problem, you will find out the solution of the main problem. Okay, fine. Or even if only one sub problem is your interest, remaining sub problems are not required, you have to solve only that sub problem, which will give you the solution of the main problem. So that's why divide and conquer. Divide and conquer is the main strategy. Sometimes combine is associated. So in that case, you have to divide the problem into subproblem and you have to consider solution of all the subproblems. Then you need to apply the combine strategy. Or sometimes only divide and conquer is essential or helps you to get the solution. I told you in case of binary search, you divide the array into sub-array. Okay, you have two sub-arrays. Only one sub-array will be required for getting the solution. Remaining sub-array is cancelled. So here divide and conquer is the application. But whenever you go for march shot or even quick shot, you divide it into two sub-array, then divide into further two sub-array and so forth. So unless and until you get a sub-array using only one element, then you go on merging it. So all of the sub-arrays are required. So in that case, divide, conquer and combine is also associated. So that's why the name of the method is divide and conquer. Sometimes combined is also associated. So this is one paradigm that you can divide the problem into sub-problem, recursively solve the sub-problem and finally accumulate the solution of the sub-problems. But Sometimes another method is also there, that is the design strategy. This strategy is called the greedy strategy. Greedy strategy. Greedy means in Bengali it is called तुम्ही खूब लोभी, तुमको ज्यादा लोभ है यहाँ पे, greedy. Okay, so the greedy method suggests that one can develop or even plan an algorithm that works in stages. Okay, considering one input at a time. Fine. And at each stage, a decision is made regarding whether a particular input is an optimal solution or not. And this is done by considering the inputs in an order determined by some selection procedure. Okay. And if the inclusion of the next input into the partially constructed optimal solution will result in an infeasible solution, then the input is not added because this input is not providing the optimal solution. Okay, infeasible. Otherwise, it is added. This is about greedy strategy. Let me give you some example that based on which you can easily identify the greedy strategy. One very interesting real life example is that, again I will come back to the description which I told, but before that let us take it a very common example. It is normally happens in our life, that suppose you go to a shop, okay, to buy clothes. That may be a pantaloon shop, that may be any other shops where you usually visit. So you visit a shop to buy clothes. What the responsibility of the shopkeeper? Shopkeeper shows you some dresses, you notice, okay, in your counter or in his or her own counter, whatever. You notice that a person next to you has got better dress in front of him or her, whatever you say. Okay. So what we usually do, you with all your smartness apply some tactics, make sure that he doesn't buy that dress, and you without much thinking buy it. This normally happens in almost all of the purchasing time. I have been given a lot of dresses which I am supposed to reject every time. It is my observation who is at the next of my counter, he or she is getting better choices. Okay, apparently. Okay, what I usually do, I ask him or her, are you taking it, sir, or are you taking it, madam? If it is not, if she refuses or he refuses, no, it is not in my count, then suddenly I take the dress. I take the dress. And what I told, with all my smartness, applying some tactics, make sure that he or she doesn't buy that dress. And myself, without much thinking, I take it and I buy it. Okay. But just when you have paid your bill and are about to leave the shop, you see that the person has got a better dress than what you smartly have brought. Okay, he or she is waiting into the counter, into the queue, having more suitable or more choiceable dress than that one which you have grabbed, applying your greedy strategy. Okay, that's why, since you have fixed budget, you cannot buy that dress now, you cannot come back because your budget was fixed. So you, in spite of your perceived smartness, you are left with a suboptimal or mediocre choice. This is called greedy strategy. This normally happens in our life. Okay. Another very interesting example you people have already faced with. Suppose this is the gate of MCKVI. Okay. This is the gate of MCKVI. I do not know when shall we visit again this place. This is the road. Normally 54 bus comes from that direction. We are basically have a plan to move from MCKVIE to Howrah station. Okay. So we have plenty of options. One of the option is you just cross the gate and wait when 54 is supposed to come. Another first one. Second one is that you turn on the right side, have a Toto or auto, whatever you feel comfort. You move on to the station, that is Lilua station, catch a train and go to Howrah. Okay. Another one is that you just turn on the left, moving towards Don Bosco Goli. You move towards there, you pick up an auto from the stand in front of the Don Bosco school, and you have the trajectory to move to the Howrah station again. Okay. So among these three, which point is supposed to be taken at first? If you have these three options, which one you should take the first? You have plenty options. One option is just cross the road, wait for 54 to come. Another one, go and catch auto or Toto and go to the Lilua station, okay, and catch the train. Another option, go to the Don Bosco Goli, walk 2 to 5 minutes, move on 2 to 5 minutes, then go to the auto stand and keep an auto. Then using auto, you can go to Don Bosco to Howrah. Among these three options, which option initially is supposed to be very nearer to you? Which one? Which option? Which option is supposed to be very nearer to you from MCKVI gate? Which one? Among these three?
54. Catching 54 and then go to Howrah.
Okay. All of you do agree with Sunetra's proposal that I am at MCKVI here. I have a very least distance to cover the road and wait for 54 to come. All of you do agree that this is the shortest distance is as compared to the others. Which one? Among these three, all of you agree that we just cross the road and wait for 54 to come? Which one?
Yes, sir.
All of you agree? All of you agree?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Do you all agree or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Remaining, I want to get the voice of others. Actually,
Yes,
in the other classes, almost all students respond, but here a few students respond. I do not know what is happening behind. Anyway, assuming that the students agreed that from MCKVI to the next point, this point is the nearer one. But do you have any guarantee that 54 will take less time as compared to the other journeys?
No, sir.
Do you have the
No.
guarantee?
No.
No, because you may reach to Lilua station 2 or 3 minutes after, but catching the train in a proper time, you can reach to Howrah station before 54 reaches. Agree ki na? Do you all agree?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Or you may catch auto from Don Bosco stand, which may lead to less time as compared to 54 travels. Which one? Anything may happen or not? Depends on certain criteria.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir.
But
Yes, sir.
yes, but the thing is that you were very much greedy. That's why you have chosen the current optimal one. Okay, fine. Current optimal one. Is it so? Is it so?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I do not know whether the students have understood or not the objective of greedy strategy. Whether you people have understood or not. That you have a plenty of choices. Among a set of choices, you have taken the one which gives you the nearest one, or which gives you the current optimal solution. Among these three paths, definitely the opposite point from MCKVI gate is the smallest one or the nearest one. So you go on there, you take 54 to come, but there is no guarantee that 54 will take less time. That is greedy. That's why I have given the example. Despite of your perceived smartness, or in spite of your perceived smartness, you were left with a suboptimal or the mediocre choice. You suppose that your choice was the best one, but whenever the person who was at the adjacent of you has already in the queue and finally left with a very good shot or whatever, then you have the feeling that I was very much greedy. That's why I suddenly took the decision. I didn't think of the future, that any other dresses may supposed to come in front of me, which is supposed to be the better than the person is having. So I didn't have the budget to expand. So that's why I told, in spite of your perceived smartness, you are left with a mediocre choice. Okay, that is greedy. Okay, so suddenly you have taken the decision. Okay, so this is another example, that is MCKV IE to Howrah station. Suddenly you took the decision, but that may not lead to the good choices finally. That's why I am giving stress on it. Is it now clear?
Yes,
Is
sir.
it now clear?
Yes,
I
sir.
want
Yes,
I
sir.
want other voices,
Yes, sir.
please, because I do not know
Yes,
who
sir.
are attending the class. Please cooperate. I want to get the voices of others also. At least give the response. That is there any queries or not? Any queries? You can unmute and you can raise your voice. No issue. Or should I proceed further? Or should I proceed further?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So whatever the others
Yes,
are
sir.
telling.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Aritro, Ankita, Ornodeep,
Yes, sir. Yes.
Devdut. Okay,
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Kaustubh,
sir.
Monoranjana, Kaustubh, Monalisha. Any queries? Paulomi, Promit, Pushpendu, Pushpit, Raj.
Yes, sir.
Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Rahul?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Rahul is
Yes, sir.
probably,
Yes,
yes.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Fine. Okay, so shall I proceed now? Saurabh, Shreya,
Yes,
shall I
sir.
proceed now?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay, fine. So now let us penetrate to the main part of today's discussion. What I told that greedy method suggests that, listen it very carefully. Greedy method suggests that one can devise or plan or develop an algorithm that works in stages. Okay, that works in stages, considering one input at a time. That works in stages, considering one input at a time. Okay, at each stage a decision is made regarding whether a particular input provides an optimal solution or not. Okay, and this is done by considering the inputs in an order determined by some selection procedure. What was the selection procedure in this example? Lowest or the smallest distance. MCKVIE to next point is the smallest one. This one is supposed to be the selection criteria or selection procedure. If the inclusion of the next input before that, so this input, the here to here, this input, suppose d1 distance, is now in the solution set. Okay, then d2 may come, d3 may come. In this way, you can find out the solution. This is what about I am right now talking. If the inclusion of the next input into the partially constructed optimal solution, it is partially constructed, not fully constructed. Partially constructed optimal solution will result an infeasible solution. Suppose you finally decide D2, which is supposed to come, gives a suboptimal choice. So you have to cancel D2. Okay. Next input into the partially constructed optimal solution will result in an infeasible solution. Then the input is not added. Okay. Otherwise, it is added. Okay. Added where? Added to the solution. So in this way, constructing the partial solutions or increasing the partial solution, finally you will get the solution of the main problem. So this is what about the greedy strategy is. It is not like divide and conquer. Divide and conquer, divide the problem into sub problems, solve it and go for the next. But greedy means at every stage you are supposed to get some choices. Among the set of choices, you select only one which is supposed to be the best. You move on to the next stage. Then there are a number of solutions. Among these choices, suppose this is the second one. So first one, second one, then there will be a set of choices. Third one, fourth one. In that way, you will find out the main solution. Okay. So this is about greedy strategy. But if you want to represent in the form of the pseudocode in general greedy, so this is one of the approaches. This is not a particular algorithm. This is general greedy strategy. So let me write it. Algorithm greedy. I am expressing the method, greedy method in general. Greedy method in general. Not I am giving a particular example. I am taking a greedy method in general. Okay. Suppose I have an array A and it looks like this 1 is to n. Can anybody tell me what does it mean? Can anybody tell me what does it mean? A1 is to n. That means how many elements are there in this array? How many inputs are there? Can anybody confirm? 1 is to n. What does it mean? You should know it. A 1 is to n. What does it mean? This is lower index. This is upper index. So if you have an array A, indexing starts from 1 and indexing ends at n. So how many elements is supposed to be accommodated into this array? Kota element
N.
jete pare?
N, sir.
So if you get this type of symbol in future also, that means A1 is to n, that implies this array contains n inputs. Okay, fine. Suppose A is a parameter along with n inputs is another parameter. Fine. Okay. What I told, the greedy method suggests that one can plan or develop an algorithm that works in stages, considering one input at a time. Considering one input at a time. And finally, you have to construct the solution. So, let me introduce solution parameter as null. This implies solution is equals to 0, that you people normally call na sum equals to 0, then sum will be updated. This is one type of assignment. Solution equals to 5, that means we have initialize the solution. Okay, this is the solution parameter, solution. Okay, at each stage a decision is made considering one input at a time whether the particular input is an optimal solution. Then tell me how many inputs you have. How many inputs you have total? How many inputs
N.
you have total?
N.
At a time,
N,
how
sir.
many yes, at a time, how many input you can take into consideration? As per my declaration is concerned, how many
One.
inputs?
One.
One, because I told at each stage a decision is made whether a particular input is an optimal solution. So you are supposed to consider one input at a time. Okay. So let me introduce a for loop for I equals to 1 to n, so that in every iteration I can take only one input. Okay. Fine. Okay. Then suppose select is a method that I am assuming. Selection criteria should be there to choose the input, I told. Suppose select is a method which accepts the array to select the input and store it into suppose x. Okay. So at a time it visit one input and keep it into x. Okay. Then whatever input is selected and stored into x, you have to verify whether this input gives you the feasible solution or not. Okay. So we just represent it as if feasible is a method. Suppose feasible is a method which is used to judge the solution, though it was initially phi, solution along with the selected input. Okay. That means if this input x, which was selected from A via the method select, okay, if this input provides you a feasible solution, fine, then we update the solution. We update the solution. That means then solution equals to union, that means solution plus or addition, union of previous update of the solution and add the input into the solution. That I told. If the inclusion of the next input into the partially constructed optimal solution will result in an infeasible solution, then the input is not added, otherwise added. That means if x provides a feasible solution, then update the solution by applying union. That is happened here. Okay. Otherwise discarded. Otherwise discarded means you go on incrementing I plus plus, go to the next cell, apply select method and fetch the input from A, store it into X and go for decision making. Okay. In this way, some of the inputs from the input array will be taken into the solution and they will finally form the main solution. Suppose first element is taken, second input is rejected, third is also rejected. Suppose fourth is taken, fifth rejected, sixth rejected, seventh rejected. So only this two is taken. Okay. So at a time take one, store it into X. Select means selection is also based on certain criteria. Here I am not expressing what criteria is given because it is in general representation. When the particular problems comes, then selection strategy will be determined. Okay, fine. And if it is feasible, then update the solution. Otherwise, move on to the next input. Okay. So once the loop completes its execution, this parameter, that is solution, will finally give you the total solution. Okay. So your responsibility is to return the solution. Okay. And you close the greedy strategy. Okay. So the function select selects an input from the array A and removes it. So once it is taken, you remove it from the array. The selected input value is assigned into X. Fine. Feasible is a method. Basically, feasible is a Boolean value method or Boolean value function that determines whether X, okay, whether X can be included in the solution vector or not. If it provides feasible solution, then only it will be included. Otherwise not. Okay. The function union is represented here that combines this X which gives feasible solution only and update the objective function, or that means update the partially constructed solution. Okay. Is there any doubt of this representation? Is there any doubt?
No,
Is
sir.
there any doubt?
No,
All
sir.
of you, please kindly
sir.
unmute and raise
No,
your
sir.
voices. Okay?
No, sir.
ঠিক আছে, সবাই বুঝতে পেরেছে? General representation of the greedy strategy. Is it clear? Is
Yes,
it
sir.
clear? Okay. So if you are hesitating to keep on your mic on, you may reply through chat box also. Is it okay or not? That I want to get. Otherwise, I cannot proceed for the next example to be given. Okay?
Yes, sir, okay.
Okay now? Is it okay? Fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay, ठीक है. So it is my request or advice to everybody to take a snap of this slide so that you can go and read it whenever you feel comfort. Okay? Fine. But whenever we are talking about the greedy strategy, we must know what are the elements of the greedy strategy or the greedy algorithm. One of the elements of the greedy algorithm is greedy choice property. That means how to choose it. And second one is optimal substructure property. I told if the inclusion of the next input provides you an optimal solution or the feasible solution, then you can include it, otherwise you have to discard. So greedy algorithm basically makes a sequence of choices that I told earlier also, and each of the choices that seems best at that moment, listen very carefully, that seems best at that moment, okay, is chosen. That is, when we have a choice to make the one that looks best right now. That's why MCKVI to the opposite point was supposed to be the very small shortest distance. You took it up. Okay. So we make this locally optimal choice in hope of getting a globally optimal solution. Okay. And then solve the sub problem arising after the choice is made. So this is about choice property, greedy choice property. And optimal substructure property means that when the optimal solution to the problem contains within it optimal solution to the sub problems. This means we can solve sub problems and build up the solutions to solve the larger problems. Okay, so this is about the elements of the greedy strategy. Okay, so this is the introductory part of greedy algorithm. Okay, so can anybody confirm that is there any difference between greedy and divide and conquer, or they are same? Is there any difference between divide and conquer and greedy, or they look same? Divide and conquer and greedy, are they similar or dissimilar? What you suggest? Greedy and divide and conquer, are they somehow similar or dissimilar in full? Which one?
Sir, for divide
Yes,
and conquer, we don't have choices. We
you
have,
don't have choices. Okay, fine. That
Yes,
means
sir.
you don't have a number of choices, right?
Yes,
Na?
sir.
yes, sir.
Only the division criteria is fixed. You apply it and divide the problem into sub problem. Am I right? Dekho. Is it so? Is it so? Is it so?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let me get other. Is it clear that there is a basic difference between divide and conquer and greedy strategy? Is it
Yes, sir.
clear?
Yes, sir.
So just understand what the content of the class is discussing, but don't attend the class if you just come and give your attendance. I don't have any option that you may leave, but the subject is very interesting and you must have to grab it, because this subject will help you to uh, defend the campus interview. So if you have any doubt, freely ask. What the other people says, forget it. If you have any doubt in any lines, you can ask. No issue. Otherwise, you will face some trouble. Okay? Any queries? Ritik, Ritika, Ruparna, Sanskriti, Shayok. Any queries? Or if you just put your device, log on and leave, then from the next day I won't allow you to attend the class. Ruparna, Sanskriti, Shayok.
No, sir, no issue.
Ritik, Gupta, Ritika Ghosh, Shayok Pramanik, Shoibal. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, tell Ritika if she has any problem.
No, sir.
Ritik, any problem? Ronak, any problem?
No,
Shreya,
sir.
Shubhadeep
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
is supposed to have some network issue, sometimes left out. Shubhrajyoti, Sudhanshu, any problem? Sujan, any doubt up to this? Tiyasha, any doubt?
No, sir.
Aheli, Abhirup, any doubt?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Aditya Narayan, any doubt? Akshay, Olivia,
sir. No, sir.
is okay? Okay. Amrita, Ankita, both the Ankitas,
No, sir.
no doubt? Okay.
No.
ठीक है. So with your permission, shall I move on to the example associated with greedy strategy?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Now listen very carefully. This problem is a very common problem and you can expect 5 to 10 marks question in your CA2. Okay. So listen very carefully. If you are unable to solve, nobody can help you to get marks. Okay. You may manage it, but unfortunately you won't be able to cope up it. Okay. So let me erase all those board works. So now listen very carefully. Now we are going to discuss a very interesting problem that is solved using greedy strategy. Okay. This is called knapsack problem. Okay. Can anybody tell me what is knapsack? Knapsack is nothing but a container, bag, rucksack, knapsack. Okay. It's like a bag. Okay. Listen. We have been given, listen very carefully. If you miss any lines, I won't repeat it. Very carefully listen. And if you understand it, you can formulate the algorithm and you can solve the problem so easily. Okay. Suppose we have been given n objects. Okay. Along with one knapsack. N objects and a knapsack. Okay. Which is n number of items along with a bag or knapsack. Object I, ith object. Object I has an weight W of I. Object I has an weight Wi. Okay. And the knapsack have the capacity M. M is the capacity of the knapsack. What I told, you have been given n number of objects along with a knapsack with capacity M. Each and every object has its own weight. Let us assume that object number I has the weight Wi. Okay. Now, if a fraction, listen very carefully, if a fraction xi where 0 lesser equal xi lesser equal 1, this is the limit of the fraction. That means fraction may be 0.5, fraction may be 0, fraction may be 1, fraction may be in between 0 and 1, including 0 and 1. Okay, you will identify or you will know what is the significance of this fraction. If a fraction of objects, object I, if a fraction xi of the object I is placed into the knapsack, okay, is placed into the knapsack, then a profit Pi into xi is earned. Then a profit Pi into xi is earned. Your question will be, sir, then kindly tell what is the profit when xi is 0? Then the profit is null. Okay. You have not taken the item. That's why the fraction value is 0. You have taken the full item. That's why xi is 1. You have taken 50% of the item. Then xi becomes 0.5. Okay. Fine. Then a profit Pixi is earned. The objective is to obtain a filling of the knapsack that maximizes the total profit earned. That maximizes the total profit earned. Okay. But since the capacity of the knapsack is M, which is predefined, we require the total weight of all chosen objects should be at most M. Okay, fine. Just take a look. We have to maximize the profit earned, maximize the total profit earned. That is summation I equals to 1 to n Pi into xi. You have to maximize it provided I is in between 1 to n. I is from 1 to n. That means 1 lesser equals to I lesser equals to n holds. Subject to summation I equals to 1 to n. Wixi should not exceed m. Okay, where 0 lesser equal xi lesser equal 1 holds, and as usual 1 lesser equal I lesser equal N also works fine. Okay? Is it clear? Is it clear?
স্যার লাস্ট
Is it-
পার্টটা একবার রিপিট করবেন
লাস্ট পার্টটা আরেকবার রিপিট করব ওকে ফাইন জাস্ট একটা জিনিস দেখো সাপোজ ইউ হ্যাভ টেকেন দ্য অবজেক্ট ফার্স্ট অবজেক্ট ইজ অফ 2 কিলোগ্রাম okay you have taken the full object so wi that is w1 suppose w1 weight of the first item is 2 kilogram if you have taken the full item then what should be the value of x1 can anybody tell me then what should be the value of x1 you have taken the full item then what will be the fraction value
1.
then what will be 1 very good because if you multiply w1 into x1 what it is 2 into 1 that is 2 kg is utilized in full is it so is it so
ইয়েস স্যার
suppose second item w2 is of 5 kilogram but if your bag capacity is 4 kilogram is it possible to enter full 5 kilogram into the bag once you have taken w1 in full is it possible
নো স্যার
all of you is it possible
No, sir.
so
No,
in
sir.
that case is it possible to fill up the remaining part of the bag it was 4 kilogram capacity 2 kg is already filled up remaining is 2 kilogram so how much should we put on how much should we put on
2
how
kilogram.
much
2
2
কিলোগ্রাম
kilogram out of
5
কত
কিলোগ্রাম 5
out of
কিলোগ্রাম
5
5 kilogram so can we tell out of 5 kilogram I can put 2 kilogram only is it
Yes,
not
sir.
so then what
Yes,
should
sir.
be the value of x2 2 by 5 then if you multiply w2 into x2 what is the result 5 into 2 by 5 5 cancel 2 kilogram of w2 is put into the bag this is w1 this is w2 w1 full w2 fraction okay is it clear
ইয়েস স্যার
is that clear suppose you have other three items w3 w4 and w5 say 3 kg 9 kg 7 kg shall you consider all those three after w1 and w2 is utilized shall you consider remaining
No,
three
sir.
okay so all those stuffs will be cancelled fine then what will be your profit so suppose w1 has the profit of 10 unit if it is utilized in full w2 suppose p1 w2 has the profit of 5 unit if it is utilized in full w3 has the profit p3 of 15 units p4 of 20 units p5 of say 12 unit but which two items you have taken for filling up the bag which two items w1 and w2 so
Yes, sir.
which two profit parameters you need to consider
P1,
which two
P2.
profit p1 and p2 you have taken w1 in full so full profit is earned for w1 or not
Yes,
full
sir.
profit will be earned for w1 or not so p1 into x1 what is x1 full profit means full w1 is given so w1 into 1 plus p2 what is p2 5 p2 into x2 so 5 multiplied by koto what is
2 by
x2
5. 2 by 5.
yes this you have already generated na 2 by 5 so what is the total profit 12
sir.
unit profit okay is it clear now
Yes,
is it
sir.
clear now ha bolo
Yes, sir.
All the object have the same profit associated with it.
no not necessary this is different your item may have different weights and each and every item have different profits is it clear if they should have same profit then the last part doesn't have any meaning then how do you say maximize the profit is it not so তোমাকে তো ম্যাক্সিমাম প্রফিটটা তৈরি করতে হবে তুমি এখানে w1 and w2 নিয়েছো সেটাতে তোমার প্রফিট 12 ইউনিট হচ্ছে কেউ যদি w5 আর w4 নিত তাহলে কি প্রফিট সেম হতো? তাহলে কি প্রফিট সেম হতো? তাহলে তো
No,
প্রফিট
sir.
আলাদাও হতে পারতো, তাই না? সো দ্যাটস ওয়াই ইট ইজ इज इट ओके?
सर
इज इट?
मतलब
हाँ
एक
हाँ
ऑब्जेक्ट के साथ एक ही मतलब अगर जो P1 है
हाँ
उससे जो मतलब उसका जो रिस्पेक्टिव प्रॉफिट है
यस,
वो
W1 का,
सेम है।
W1 अगर 2 kg है, उसका प्रॉफिट भी एक दिया जाएगा तुमको, अदरवाइज तुमको कैसे पता चलेगा प्रॉफिट? एक एक आइटम के लिए उसका प्रॉफिट दिया जाएगा, वो जो
ओके
प्रॉफिट जो दिया जाएगा उसको सिग्निफिकेंस है कि वो आइटम अगर पूरा यूटिलाइज हो तो पूरा प्रॉफिट अर्न होगा, अगर 50% यूटिलाइज हो तो 50% प्रॉफिट को लेना
50%।
पड़ेगा। Is it
ओके ओके
clear? So that's
यस
why PY is multiplied by XI, and at the same time WI is also multiplied by XI. So if you calculate XI, you can calculate WI into XI, that is how much weight you are putting into the bag, and similarly how much profit is earned based on your choices. Is it now okay?
यस सर
All of you, is it okay? Is this board work fine?
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
हाँ
sir, can
हाँ कुछ हाँ
sir
बोलो
can
बोलो
sir
बोलो
can you once more explain how to do that x1 and x2? How to find out that x1
Okay,
x2?
so you unmute yourself. You unmute and interact. You
Okay.
unmute and interact.
Yes, sir.
Suppose I have taken 5 objects, W1 to W5. Each
Yes.
and every object has their own weight,
Yes, sir.
but we have to keep it in mind the capacity of the knapsack, because if you fill up the knapsack in such a manner that beyond the capacity, so knapsack will be destroyed. ছিঁড়ে যাবে ব্যাগটা, তাই তো?
Yes,
So
sir.
so suppose you have taken, sir, I have 2 kilogram of weight, first object. So let me put the full weight into the bag because bag capacity is 4 kilogram. Okay,
Okay.
so you have entered the full weight না? So তোমার fraction কত? তুমি পুরো অবজেক্ট ঢালছো না কোনো পার্ট ঢালছো?
পুরো অবজেক্টটা।
পুরো অবজেক্ট ঢাললে এই যে xi টা আমি লিখেছি, what I have written xi, তার মধ্যে কোন ভ্যালুটা? 1.
1
That
1
means you are taking full, that is full.
আচ্ছা
তুমি
1
যদি ঠিক করতে যে এবার তুমি W1 এর সঙ্গে X1 গুণ করলে সেই W1 ফুলটাই পাবে, দেখো
হুম
তুমি
হুম
2 কিলোগ্রাম ঢালছিলে না, সো W1 into X1, X1 যদি 1 হয় তাহলে W1 যদি 2 হয় তো W1 থেকেই
2
গেল না,
হ্যাঁ
এটাই না থাকলো।
ইয়েস স্যার
এবার যদি তুমি বলো যে স্যার না আমি 50% ঢালবো, দেন হোয়াট উইল X1? 0.5।
0.5
তখন কি তুমি আর W1 এরও 50%ই পাবে? দেখো W1 into 0.5 তাহলে কত হয়? 2 into 0.5 মানে কত?
2
কত
বাই
হয়?
2 বাই 5
2 বাই কত হয়? 2 into 0.5 মানে কত? 1।
1
এক ইউনিট ঢালবে
হুম হুম
মানে হাফ অফ W1, সেটাই তো তুমি ঠিক করেছিলে। ইজ ইট সো?
ইয়েস স্যার
ইজ ইট ক্লিয়ার?
ইয়েস স্যার
এবার কি করে সলিউশন হবে সেগুলো আমরা এক এক করে করব। ইজ দ্য প্রবলেম ডেফিনেশন ক্লিয়ার? ডু ইউ ওয়ান্ট টু
Yes,
টেক এ
sir.
নোট অফ দিস প্রবলেম
Yes,
ডেফিনেশন?
sir.
All of you, do you want to
Yes,
take
sir.
a note? Okay, right. Okay, be ready and take a note. We are given whatever I told, just take it formally. We are given n objects. We are given n objects and a knapsack. We are given n objects and a knapsack. Put a stop, then write object I has a weight Wi. This one. Object I has a weight Wi, and the knapsack has a capacity M, and the knapsack has a capacity M. Okay, put a stop, then write if a fraction xi, बोर्ड में लिखा हुआ है if a fraction xi, x suffix I, comma, write the range 0 lesser equal xi lesser equal 1, comma, of object I is placed into the knapsack, comma, then a profit of, tell me क्या लिखोगे, then a profit of, কি लिखबे, then a profit of
PI, sir.
only PI or PIXI?
PIXI profit.
Yes,
PIXI.
yes. 50% profit, then XI become 0.5. Full profit, that means XI equals to 1. Then a profit of PI into XI is earned. Okay? Stop. Then write. The objective is to obtain a filling of the knapsack, that maximizes the total profit earned. Stop the last sentence, right? Since the capacity is M, comma, we require the total weight of all chosen objects to be at most M. All chosen objects to be at most M. Okay? Stop দাও, আরেকটা লাইন লিখে নাও। Here profit and weights are, here the profits and weights are positive numbers. Here the profits and weights are positive numbers. Okay? Then write this one, which is highlighted now. The box. This one. Write it. That is maximize this one subject to this one. You note it also. Okay? Done. Complete.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now coming for problem solving.
Hello,
This
sir.
is bolo.
Sir, since the capacity is n, we require the total weight of all chosen object at most m. इसका मतलब?
इसका मतलब मान लो कि तुम्हारा बैग का कैपेसिटी है 10 किलोग्राम, तुम 10 किलोग्राम से ज्यादा वेट वहां पे फिल अप नहीं कर सकते हो। तुम मान लो कि चारों
Okay, sir.
आइटम सिलेक्ट किए हो, एक आइटम 2 केजी है, तुम पूरा डाल दिए, एक आइटम 3 केजी है, उसको भी पूरा डाल दिए, क्योंकि 2 + 3 मिला के 5 केजी हुआ ना, अभी भी 5 केजी वो ले सकता है बैग। नेक्स्ट आइटम मान लो आ गया 7 केजी, तुम 7 केजी पूरा डाल सकते हो कि 5 केजी का ज्यादा नहीं डाल सकते हो? तो 7 केजी का एक फ्रैक्शन डालना पड़ेगा ना बैग में।
हाँ.
So ये बोल रहा है कि should not exceed the capacity. Okay? And here this problem, can we call it as a fractional knapsack problem? Can we call it as a fractional knapsack problem? Can we call it as a fractional knapsack problem? Yes, we can call it as fractional knapsack problem. The heading should be fractional knapsack problem because a fraction of item is also taken. Okay? Then my last question. How many items can be taken into fraction? How many items can be taken into fraction?
So 1.
1. All of you agree that only one item can be taken into fraction? Do you all agree? Yes. Suppose your bag is of 4 kg. You have put 2 kilogram full of the first item. Remaining is 2 kilogram. Suppose the second item which you have chosen is of 5 kilogram. So you have to put the fraction of the item. So keep it in mind from the beginning that in this problem, that is fractional knapsack problem, only the last item which you have selected for enter into the bag, that item is of having the fraction value. Only one item should have the fraction value. Okay? some of the items will be taken full, some of the item will be taken nothing. In that case, for those item which is not considered, their fraction value will be 0. So items will be taken full, their fraction value will be 1. The items which you have taken in fraction, only one item, it has the fraction value either 0.5, 0.75, whatever it is in between 0 and 1. Okay, is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now take a problem. You will find a interesting solution. Now suppose, consider you have a bag with capacity 20 kilogram. Okay, you have total 3 items. Okay, weight of the first item is W1, weight of the second item is W2, and third item is W3, and they are 18, 15 and 10 kilogram respectively. Each and every item has their own profit. P1, P2 and P3 are the profits. P1 is 25 unit, P2 is 24 unit, and P3 is 15 unit. Okay, that means if you take W1 full, then 25 unit profit will be fully utilized. If you take W2 full, then P2 profit, that is 24 profit full, will be utilized. Okay, fine. You have to find out the solution of this knapsack. That means you have to calculate x1, x2 and x3. That is how much fraction of the first item is to be taken, second item is to be taken, third item is to be taken. All the item may be taken or some of the item will be rejected, whatever. Okay, my students, do you have any suggestion of the selection criteria?
স্যার
দেখো,
x1 তো ফুল যাবে আর যেটা
দাঁড়াও
x3 আছে
দাঁড়াও
ওটা তো
দাঁড়াও দাঁড়াও ওয়েট করো, দাঁড়াও, আমি একটা হিন্টস দিই। My first hint, somebody may think that, sir, my bag capacity is 20 kilogram, fine, but my ultimate objective is to maximize the profit. Okay, so why not, sir, I consider the first item whose profit is maximum so that I may get the maximum profit. Is it so? Is it
Yes,
so?
sir.
The choice
Yes,
may be
sir.
like this. Is it so? All of you agree? हम लोग ये
Yes,
भी
sir.
सोच सकता है, जो आइटम का प्रॉफिट ज्यादा है ना, उसका वेट देख लेते हैं, अगर उसको पूरा बैग में डाल देना, बहुत सारा प्रॉफिट अर्न हो सकता है. You are greedy. Think of that, you are greedy. Okay, is it not your choice? One of the choices of your solution? হবে কি হবে না?
Yes, sir.
Shall it be one of the approaches? হবে তো?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, so our first solution is based on what? Maximum profit. Okay, so which item you have taken? Which item you have taken?
The W1.
W2.
W1 और W2? Which item? इसका
W
प्रॉफिट ज्यादा है, देखो.
W1. P1 तो
W2.
25. 25
W2
W1.
कैसे मिल रहा है? W2 कैसे मिल रहा है? W1 मतलब P1 ना, किसका प्रॉफिट ज्यादा है? तुम सॉल्यूशन बना रहे हो बेस्ड ऑन मैक्सिमम प्रॉफिट. प्रॉफिट जिसका ज्यादा है उसको पहले ले लो. ओके, किसका प्रॉफिट ज्यादा है? कौन सा आइटम का प्रॉफिट ज्यादा है? देखो,
W1.
फर्स्ट आइटम का ना. सो फर्स्ट आइटम का प्रॉफिट ज्यादा है मतलब,
सर,
हाँ.
यहाँ पे W1 में 18 एलिमेंट्स और W2 में 15
अरे
एलिमेंट्स.
W1 में 18 एलिमेंट कौन बोल रहा है? W1 वेट 18
हाँ, मतलब
किलोग्राम.
वेट 18 है.
हाँ, तुम सॉल्यूशन जो बना रहे हो, तुम्हारा ऐसा ही प्रपोजल है, सर जिस आइटम का प्रॉफिट ज्यादा है वो आइटम को पहले ले लीजिए. समझा? जो क्वेश्चन किया वो समझे? अनम्यूट.
यस, हाँ सर, यहाँ पे मतलब वेट भी तो ज्यादा चला जाएगा ना फिर.
हाँ, चला जाएगा, लेकिन किसी ना किसी को पैरामीटर को तुमको तो सेट करना पड़ेगा. तुम दो एक ही साथ ले नहीं पाओगे ना इनिशियली, वो भी आएगा बाद में. पहले एक
ओके,
ले लो, पहले एक ले लो.
ठीक
जिसका
है.
हिसाब, तुम ग्रीडी हो ना, तुमको लग रहा है कि जिसका
हाँ,
प्रॉफिट ज्यादा है सर उसको पहले बैग में डाल दीजिए. मान लो अगर तुम 18 किलोग्राम पूरा बैग में डाल सकते हो, तो तुम्हारा प्रॉफिट कितना अर्न होगा? 25 यूनिट अर्न
25.
होगा ना.
हाँ,
तो दिस इज वन. सो बेस्ड ऑन मैक्सिमम प्रॉफिट, सो फर्स्ट आइटम, देन वेरीफाई द वेट. इसका वेट कितना है? इसका वेट कितना है? फर्स्ट आइटम का वेट कितना है बोलो?
18.
18. बैग का कैपेसिटी कितना है?
20.
तो 18 पूरा बैग में डाल सकते हो क्या नहीं?
Yes, sir.
यस. सो इन दैट केस पूरा डालने में उसका फ्रैक्शन क्या होता है?
1.
1. सो x1 का वैल्यू क्या होगा?
25.
x1 का वैल्यू बोलो.
1.
x1
1. 1.
1. सो 18 kg अगर पूरा डाल दिए ना, रिमेनिंग कितना रहता है?
2.
2.
रिमेनिंग कितना रहता है?
2 kg.
2 kg. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट हाईएस्ट प्रॉफिट देखो किसका है? नेक्स्ट
W2.
है
W2.
मतलब W2 का तो, लेकिन W2 का वेट कितना है?
15.
15.
पूरा डाल सकते हो क्या नहीं?
नहीं.
No, sir.
फ्रैक्शन कितना डालोगे? 2/15.
Why
वेरी
15?
गुड. सो x2 कितना बना? 2/15. ठीक है. और रिमेनिंग कुछ बचा रहेगा क्या नहीं?
No, sir.
W1 फुल डाले तो, W1 अगर फुल डाले तो W1 इंटू x1 कितना हुआ था? 18 इंटू 1 मीन्स 18. तब तुम रिमेनिंग निकले. ठीक है. फिर W2 सिलेक्ट किए. W2 का वेट था 15 किलोग्राम. बैग का रिमेनिंग कैपेसिटी था 2 किलोग्राम. सो तुम पूरा नहीं डाल सकते हो. तुम्हारा x2 निकला कितना? 2/15. अब W2 इंटू x2 करके देखो. W2 इंटू x2 करोगे तो 15 इंटू 2/15 रहेगा. तो कितना होगा? 2 किलोग्राम बैग में जाने के लिए तैयार हुआ. अभी बैग में कितना बचा हुआ है? अभी बैग में कितना बचा हुआ है?
Sir, कुछ भी तो
बैग
बाकी
में
नहीं. 8.
और किछु बाकी नहीं. 0 तो. So does it mean you cannot consider W3 anymore?
Yes, sir.
Does it mean because you cannot exceed the capacity of the bag ना? So W3 का फ्रैक्शन क्या होगा?
0.
What will be W3 of the fraction?
0.
x3 क्या होगा? 0. Because if you multiply W3 into x3, what it would be? 10 multiply. Okay. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So can anybody help me to calculate the profit? What is the profit formula? Summation I equals to 1 to n pi into xi. Here how many objects you have? Here how many objects you have? 3 objects. So pi into xi means p1 into x1 plus p2 into x2 plus p3 into x3. So what is p1 x1? Tell me. 25 into 1 plus p2 x2 24 into 2/15. Very good. What is p3 x3?
0.
It's a big 0. Okay. So tell me the result. 25 plus ये कितना होगा? कोई कैलकुलेट कर सकते हो? 16/5. That is 3.2 I think. 28.2. Am I right? If I am wrong, please tell me.
Yes, sir.
Is it clear?
Yes.
Is it clear? देखो.
Yes, sir.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
One solutions you have framed, which is based on what? Based on maximum profit. আর কিছু মাথায় আসছে কিভাবে সলিউশন করা যায় এটা ছাড়া? প্রফিট কে দেখে লোভী না হয়ে আর কোনো ভাবে সলিউশন করা যায়? दूसरा कोई
Sir.
तरीका है? बताओ.
हाँ, sir.
बोलो.
सर इफ
बोलो,
वी जस्ट एक प्री कैलकुलेशन कर ले कि एक मतलब एक यूनिट के लिए उसका वेट कितना है, मतलब
नहीं.
एक यूनिट के लिए उसका प्रॉफिट कितना है.
छोड़ो उसके भी, उससे अलग कोई सोचो. अभी ऐसा कुछ सोचता चाह रहा है कि सर अगर जिस आइटम का वेट कम है वो पहले बैग में डाले तो बहुत सारा आइटम बाद में आ सकता है.
Yes, sir.
जिस आइटम का वेट कम है सर उसको अगर बैग में डालिएगा तो जगह ज्यादा खाली रहेगा. ये हो सकता है क्या दिमाग से?
Yes, sir.
ये आ रहा है क्या?
Yes,
नहीं.
sir.
Yes,
तो
sir.
सेकेंड सॉल्यूशन किसका हिसाब से होगा? पहला सॉल्यूशन
size.
प्रॉफिट का हिसाब से हुआ. सेकेंड
Weight.
सॉल्यूशन किसका हिसाब से
The
होगा?
size of weight.
Weight.
सेकेंड सॉल्यूशन बेस्ड ऑन मैक्सिमम वेट और मिनिमम वेट.
Minimum weight.
Minimum weight.
Minimum.
মিনিমাম ওয়েট. সো W1 কত ছিল কেউ বলবে একটু? W1
So W1
18 না?
18.
এটা 10 ছিল তো, আর P1 কত
Yes,
ছিল?
sir.
So P1
25 unit.
25, P2 24 আর P3 15.
24, 15 last.
এটা ছিল না, এটা ছিল তো, আই এম সরি,
Yes, sir.
25, 24 আর 15। ওকে, এবার কাকে কাকে নিলে ফার্স্টে? यू हैव टू फाइंड आउट x1 x2 x3।
W3
पहले किसका वेट मिनिमम था? W3। W3 तो बैंक का
Yes, sir.
कैपेसिटी कितना है? 20। तो W3 फुल डाल सकते हो क्या नहीं बैग में?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
डाल सकते हो तो उसके लिए x3 क्या बनेगा?
1.
1। ओके, सो W3 chosen, x3 calculated as 1, so W3 multiplied x3 becomes 10 again. So what is the remaining?
10
10। नेक्स्ट मिनिमम कौन सा है? कौन आइटम नेक्स्ट मिनिमम है?
W2
W2। सो टेक W2। पूरा डाल सकोगी कि नहीं?
नहीं
नहीं, फ्रैक्शन डालना पड़ेगा ना, क्योंकि रिमेनिंग वेट कितना है? 10।
10
So
है
W2 cannot be considered in full. So can anybody tell me what will be x2?
10 by 15
10 by
3.
10 by 15. What is the fraction?
2 by 3
2 by 3. So then W2 into x2 कितना होगा? 15 into 2 by 3, that is 10 unit. Okay, so remaining minus current one gives you 0. So x2 becomes 2 by 3. So does we go for W1 or we shall reject W1? Which one?
Sir, reject W1.
Reject. Then what will be x1?
0.
0, because it is not taken. So can you calculate the profit? P1 x1 plus P2 x2 plus P3 x3 कितना हुआ? 0। बोलो जल्दी बोलो।
2
15.
by 3 into
24
20
প্লাস কত হলো?
31.
31
What was the last one? Last solution?
28.2
But what is the current one? 31. Okay, which one is better?
Sir, second one.
based on
Second
weight.
one is better. So based on minimum weight, but this is not the ultimate one. Another solution is also there that will give you the final good result or the best result. I told you
But-
na, it is greedy. You have to go for a multiple solutions, among which you have to take which one is the best one. Bolo, any suggestion?
Sir, তিনটে থেকে অল্প অল্প পার্ট নিয়ে যেটা ম্যাথ
না না না, সেরকম করা যাবে না।
और बोले
যেটার ওয়েটটা কম কিন্তু প্রফিটটা বেশি।
না,
सर वो यूनिट वाला
बोलो बोलो।
सर एक यूनिट का निकाल लेंगे कि पर यूनिट कितना उसका प्रॉफिट हो रहा है, तो उस हिसाब से उसको सॉर्ट कर लेंगे। उसके बाद
अच्छा
जिसका
अच्छा अच्छा, तुम क्या ये बोल रहे थे? N3 M20, जल्दी हमको W1 W2 W3 बोलो। 18 भूल गए, 15 10 P1 P2 P3 बोलो।
सर 25 24 15.
जो देवप्रियो जो सॉल्यूशन बता रहा है, शायद एक काम करो तो एक रेशियो निकालो, P1 by W1, P2
Yes,
by
sir.
W2 and P3 by W3 निकलो। कितना आ रहा है देखो तो? 25 by 18, 24 by 15, 15 by কত? 10. What is the first value? It is approximately 1.38. It is 1.6. It is 1.5. This is based on profit is to weight and select the highest ratio. Select the highest ratio. Which one is the highest ratio? Which one is the
W2.
highest ratio? P2 by W2. So which item you needs to be taken first?
W2
W2.
W2.
Okay. So W2 weight কত?
So 15. So we will check it if the whole weight is means commutable, then पूरा weight ले लेंगे हम लोग।
हाँ, तो whole weight W2 का कितना है बोलो? तो
So
पूरा डाल
15
सकते हो ना?
15
पूरा
है
डाल सकते हो तो। So x2 क्या होगा?
So
1,
next Yes, sir.
x2 1 होगा, रिमेनिंग निकलो.
5.
Remaining
नेक्स्ट
5.
हाईएस्ट रेशियो देखो, नेक्स्ट हाईएस्ट रेशियो देखो.
W1.
W3 का है, so W3 का 5 यूनिट
तो
लेंगे.
W3 का लेना पड़ेगा. W3 पूरा डाल सकोगे क्या? नहीं.
No sir.
नो सर,
कितना डाल सकोगे?
5 बाई
1.5. सो x3 क्या निकला? ओके ओके.
Yes sir.
सो इसका बाद और कुछ बचा रहेगा बैग में.
नो सर,
सो x1 क्या होगा?
0
0. So first item ignore. Second and third item has the contribution. Okay. अभी प्रॉफिट निकलो. बोलो. ये कितना निकले है? Am I right?
Yes sir.
So among these three, which one is the optimal one?
थर्ड वन
Third one. Ratio based solution always gives you the optimal solution. Okay. Among the other two, anyone may be coincide. That means ratio based solution के साथ प्रॉफिट बेस्ड सॉल्यूशन और वेट बेस्ड सॉल्यूशन में कोई भी एक सिमिलर हो सकता है बेस्ड अपॉन गिवन डेटा. but ratio based solution is always optimal. Ratio based solution is always optimal. Is it clear? Is it clear?
यस सर,
Yes, sir.
All of you, is it okay?
Yes,
तो
sir.
एल्गोरिदम लिखोगे तो किसका हिसाब से लिखोगे? ये तीनों में किसको चॉइस
ratio.
करोगे?
रेशियो
रेशियो बेस्ड. सो हम लोग जब एल्गोरिदम लिखेगा ये रेशियो बेस्ड सॉल्यूशन को लेकर ही लिखेगा. ठीक है? ओके. Is it
यस
clear?
सर, यस सर,
Is the methods clear? All of you kindly
Yes, sir.
unmute and respond.
Yes, sir.
If you have
Yes,
any
sir.
doubt, you are free to tell me. Okay. Okay. So we are at the end of the class. I am giving you one problem. You solve it to home, and I then finally calculate what is the result you are getting. Shall I give one table for your homework?
Yes, sir.
You can solve your own.
यस सर,
No need to show it in here. Right. 5 items. Right. Shall I erase the boards? Shall I erase it? Have you taken the notes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me erase it and give you the problem. कितना item बताया?
5.
Okay. Suppose you have 5 items. So N5. Knapsack capacity M60. Okay. W1, W2, W3, W4, W5 और कौन सा पैरामीटर लगेगा?
P1, P2, P3.
P1, P2, P3, P4, P5. Okay. So write W1 5, 10, 20, 30, 40. P1 30, 20, 100, 90, 160. Okay. Fine. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Find out the optimal solution. That means पहले approach based on max profit. Second approach will be based on mean weight. Third approach क्या था? Based on
रेशियो,
profit by weight. Okay. ठीक है? Highest ratio first. That means Pi by Wi greater equal Pi plus 1 by Wi plus 1. ऐसे तरह जाना पड़ेगा. ठीक है? But whenever this type of problem is given, you have to show all the solutions. Then you go on concluding it. Because I told profit weight ratio solution will be the optimal, no doubt. But among the others may be leading to the same solution. So unless and until you go for calculating all, you are not supposed to conclude. Okay? Am I clear to everyone? Fractional knapsack is clear. Why it is called
Yes, sir.
fractional? Last answer please. Why is it called fractional? Why is it called fractional? কেন একে fractional বলে? ये तो बोलना पड़ेगा. So we can take the fraction of an item into the bag. Okay? And fraction value कितना बार आ सकता है? Fraction value only one time. Do you agree that fraction value will become only one? That is
Yes,
for
sir.
only for the last item for selection. Okay? Fraction value zero हो सकता है क्या नहीं?
Yes, sir.
कब zero होता है? When it
তখন
becomes
সিলেক্টই
zero?
করবো না স্যার।
When we reject the item. Okay? Does it mean all items to be selected? Does it mean all items to be selected or some item may be skipped?
Sir, some items may be skipped.
So the items which may be, yes. So the item that will be skipped, what will be their xi value?
0.
0. And what will be xi value when xi equals to 1? What does it mean?
Sir, full selected.
Full selected. Xi equals to 0.5 means
Half
50% selected. And xi equals to 0 means no selected.
rejected.
Okay? And fraction will appear only once. So it is exact 10 past 52. Your class is supposed to be over. Thank you very much. Join in the next class in the next week at the same timing. Okay? Shall I stop sharing?
Yes, sir.
So let me stop sharing. Now it is my request to all of you, put your roll number into the chat box. But it is my request to everyone, please raise your questions. Otherwise, I won't be able to identify that whether you people are understanding or not. Because this type of problem will be given for solution in the CA2 in semester also. Okay?
Okay, sir.
If you don't have any doubt and you have put your attendance, then you may leave. No issue.
স্যার বলছি
হ্যাঁ।
কোয়েশ্চেন ফাইন্ড আউট দ্য অপটিমাল সলিউশন মানে এটা গ্রিডি সলিউশন বলেও আসতে পারে তো?
এক্স্যাক্টলি এটা তো গ্রিডি মেথডই। যখন ফ্র্যাকশনাল ন্যাপস্যাক বলছি আমরা, তখন এটা গ্রিডি স্ট্র্যাটেজির আন্ডারেই ধরা হবে।
ওকে স্যার।
তোমাকে 3টে ক্যালকুলেশন দেখাতে হবে, যেটা বেস সেটাকে রাখতে হবে।
থ্যাংক ইউ স্যার।
Okay, ঠিক আছে। Remaining you may leave now. If you have put your attendance, you may leave now.